What's up, guys? Welcome back to Masters of the Grillverse. I am Chris. Uh, Weather is starting to get a little warmer, so we're going to start taking this stuff back outside to cook on the flat stone and the black stone, which I know a lot of y'all are here to see. So today we are making Chicken Bacon Ranch Quesadillas. Real. So the prep work takes a little time, but once you get on the black stone, everything goes pretty quick. So what we're going to start with first is some boneless, skinless chicken thighs. So we made some chicken bacon ranch tacos with Chewy's copycat ranch sauce a couple of weeks, maybe a month or so ago, which turned out really, really well. So today we're going to try the same thing, roughly the same thing, but in quesadilla form. So boneless chicken thighs. First thing you want to do is just get off any excess fat that you don't want. I like so. First off, I want to say a huge thank you to my oldest son, my grandchildren, and my daughter-in-law for giving me this fancy knife for Christmas. They also got me a nice new butcher's block. However, working with poultry and meat, I don't want to use that yet because it is wood, and I don't want the bacteria and stuff getting trapped in the little cut marks that my knife does. So, if you guys are watching this and you're wondering, hey, where the heck is the cutting board? We got you. That's why it's not in these videos yet. So, like I said, just get a bunch of this fat and stuff off. I'm also going to take these, I'm going to butterfly them, open them up. That way, when we get ready to grill these later, we get much better contact surface on these thighs. So you're gonna want about 6 to 7 chicken thighs. I have a little more than 6 to 7, which is fine because I do have some kids who don't want the quesadillas for dinner. So I'm just gonna make them straight plain chicken tacos tonight, I think. Four. Let's see what we got here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so I already got 7 in there. Hey, buddy. Hello. 7. Oh, let's throw one more in there just to be safe. I'd much rather have too much chicken than not enough. Cut this right down this thigh bone. And see what I like about this, like we literally just got this. We do online ordering a lot of times for groceries. And like 2 minutes before I started recording, the groceries came. So it's still a little frozen, which I love. Let me wash my hands real quick, guys. All right. Hands are washed. I'm going to set this off to the side just for a second. Bring this back front and center. Now, to this, we're going to need the juice of half a lime. Get a little fork in here, that way you can really puncture a lot of the lime in there. Really get all them juices in. Perfect. Next, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of olive oil. roughly 7 ounces, or just over 3/4 of a cup of pickled jalapeno juice. Just the juice. We don't need the jalapenos yet. Those are going to come later. And then one ounce packet of Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning. We're just going to sprinkle all that in. All right. So next, let's go ahead and just give this a quick little mix. Get everything kind of sort of all nice and mixed together. And then here, just kind of make sure that all pieces of chicken are swimming evenly. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to lid this, pop it in the refrigerator for 2 to 3 hours. I'll be right back. All right, guys, now that we have everything kind of cleaned up a little bit, we're going to go ahead and work on our ranch dressing. So one of the first things the ranch dressing calls for is half a cup of half and half. I do not have half and half. I have 2% milk, and I have heavy whipping cream. Now, normally, if you're making half and half, you want to do half whole milk, half whipping cream. Again, I don't have whole milk. I have 2%. So what we're going to do, 2/3 cup of 2% milk and 1/3 cup of heavy whipping cream. And again, if you have actual half and half, use that. If you have whole milk and heavy whipping cream, do a 1-to-1 mixture. If you have skim milk or 2% milk, it's a 2-to-1 mixture in favor of the milk. So you'll put this up, I'll be right back again. So let's make this ranch. So again, we have a cup of half and half. We only need half a cup of it. Put that aside for now. Next, we're going to need half a cup of mayo. So, half cup mayo. After that, let's go ahead and do half a cup of soured cream. Yeah, that's about right. We're going to need roughly half of a 1-ounce packet of the Valley in the Hidden. If it wants to work for me. My hands have not been wanting to work the last couple of weeks, and I really don't like it. Half a pack of that. That's about right. Half a tablespoon of minced dehydrated onion. And then half a tablespoon of some Wash Your Sister sauce. There we go. And if you want to, I'm probably gonna do this once I shut the camera off, because I don't really want to go over and get them. Bring out the cutting board again, actually wash the cutting board and all the good stuff. If you want to, you can also add 2 to 3 tablespoons of some finely diced pickled jalapenos. So we're gonna give this a nice mix, not get it all over my wife's counter. Actually, I have a better idea. I think this is just too big. That's what she said. All right. Like I said, the whisk was too big. Go ahead and go in here with a fork. I was gonna say spoon, but it's not a spoon, it's a fork. Gonna get everything nice and incorporate into the mayo and the sour cream and the half and half. Actually, no, be right back. Let me get those jalapeno pickles. I'm just gonna grab a plate. And just give these rough chop. It's fine how chopped as you want them. If you want them a little thicker, like me on after Christmas, please go ahead and do so. I am not the best when it comes to like chopping and dicing and things like that. So, you know, you do you however you want to do it. That looks like about 2 to 3 tablespoons. Go ahead and add those into our ranch. Just going to add another depth of flavor to this ranch mix. All right, guys, so we have our chicken marinating. We have our jalapeno ranch done. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna lid it. We're gonna pop this in the fridge, let it mellow out for a little bit while that chicken is marinating. And in about 2 hours or so, I'll meet you outside the flat at the Blackstone. So until then, guys, get you back in about, like I said, 2 to 3 hours. All right, so chickens are marinating for at least the last 2 hours. Got the griddle up. You want your griddle anywhere between 4 and 450. See mine right now? That wasn't right. It's about 445, right about 430. So that's kind of right where you want to be to cook chicken thighs. Am I clear now? Can you see me? Do the reverse John Cena? There we go. All right. So, like I said, chickens are marinating. I've already put down a light layer of oil. Just gonna throw these down. Oh, you can smell the jalapeno juice. That sizzle is exactly what you want to hear. Let you know that your griddle is just perfectly hot enough. All right, so we're gonna let these go for about 3 to 4 minutes. So I'm gonna flip them over. Once the internal temperature reads at 160 to 165, that's when you know they're done. I don't have a probe thermometer, so I do the cut test. Cut it in half, make sure there's no pink. If there is no pink, you flip it over and you see the cut side. So let's let these cook for a little bit, guys. We'll be back in just a few minutes. All right, so you can see chicken starting to get a nice little char on it. You can start taking these little pieces off. Now, what you want to do is once your chicken is cooked all the way through, you want to take it off and let it rest. Resting is very important. It's going to help get those juices in the chicken redistributed through so that your chicken isn't dry. I'll let that one go a little bit longer for my wife. So once again, you want to get these to 165 degrees internal temperature. Again, I do not have a probe thermometer yet. So what I did a cut test, and you can see the chicken there is nice and cooked all the way through. Get all these little bits off here. All right. While we're letting these two cook just a little bit longer, you want to make sure you go ahead and you clean off your grill. Get all this fond and stuff off here. Get it down there in the grease trap. Now also what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back through here in just a minute and hit it with some water and then lay down, again, just a little light coat of oil. It's going to help the next step not stick as much. All right, guys, so chicken has had time to rest. So I'm just going to take one of these, chop it up into little bite-sized pieces. You don't want these too big to where you take a bite and half the chicken in the quesadilla comes out. At the same time, you don't want them too small to where you're basically fishing for some chicken. That should be good for one quesadilla. Next, you want to take your quesadilla, and this is where I'm going to lose some people. Some people love it, some people hate it. You can take a little bit of cream cheese. It helps if your cream cheese is softened. Fine is not, because I forgot to take it out in time. I admitted I messed up. Okay, back off. So you want 2 to 3 tablespoons, maybe, of cream cheese, pretty much just enough to cover the entire tortilla. And see, this is why you see they're starting to tear the tortilla, rip the tortilla. Not good. I swear I know what I'm doing sometimes. Half the time, I know what I'm doing 75% of the time. You want to take a little butter, throw it down on there. So here, you don't want the grill extremely hot. I think I might have mine just a little too warm, but the butter will help cool it down some. Take your tortilla. Once your butter melts, you want to toss that on there. Get any kind of cheese that you want. I am going to be using some sharp cheddar. Sprinkle that all the way on. You want to let that sit for a couple of minutes so that the cheese can melt. While that's going, I'm going to get another one ready. And before anyone says, ew, you're gross, you're putting raw food on your cleaning station, I clean this, not that one, before I started the video. So we're good. No raw chicken touched this part of the table, or any part of the table, really. I really wish my brain would work sometimes. So some of the cheese on there. Where are we sitting right now with this? We are currently sitting, that can't be right. We're at about 440 degrees. Ideally, you probably want this right around that 350 to 400 range, but this is okay for now. All right. You take some chicken, gonna lay it on there. So then you want to take some of this ranch that you made earlier. Look how good that looks. So this is the ranch powder, some half and half that I made from scratch, some sour cream, pickled jalapenos. That kind of drizzle it in there however much you want. so. Take your quesadilla, flip it over. Oh, look how pretty that looks. That is beautiful. You just want to let that chill. Oh, sugar honey iced tea. Watch out for these guys. The sides, they kind of hurt. You want to get a nice toast on both sides, just like that. So, guys, what I did is I actually forgot to get some bacon in here. So, if you want bacon on yours, please do not forget to grab that. Otherwise, you're a silly goose like me. Look how pretty that is. So, ideally, once these are done, you're gonna let them sit for about 2 to 3 minutes, just so you're not burning the crap out of your mouth. I don't like to sit and wait. So, let's get this one off the grill as well. And once they're all done, you want to cut these into thirds. Look at how pretty it is. It's so pretty. The chicken is cooked perfectly, nice and seasoned. That cream cheese has a little bit of creaminess, which is really nice. And that ranch dressing, it's starting to come through at the end, but it's not very overpowering, which is kind of what I like. So, yeah, guys, there we go. Chicken Bacon Ranch Quesadillas. Mine minus the bacon because I forgot it. Thanks so much for stopping by. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good fun stuff. And yeah, until next time, guys, I'll catch you later. Recipe is down below in the description. Take care.